right now. I need it right now. I need your attention. I need it right now. I need it right now. I need your attention. I need it right now. I need it right now.
How's it going, everybody? This is Bryce here with Big Kick Custom Rides, and we are so excited to introduce to you guys the C10 episodes that we're going to be kind of launching after this video. We had a blast with this project. It was super fun. The client was amazing. A lot of really cool, unique things that happened on it. So just stay tuned and watch through these episodes as we launch them, and you guys will be able to see some awesome before and afters and kind of see the process of what we do here at Big Kick Custom Rides.
I can't stand the man I'm seeing in the mirror. I try to get my mind right, but it never gets much clearer.
This is the 72 C10 pickup that we're working on. We just got the frame back from powder coat a couple weeks ago, and we've just been getting all the cross members and mounts and everything bolted back onto it. We got the motor and transmission bolted back up yesterday. So now I'm just getting all the exhaust run, getting the air lines figured out, brake lines routed. So then we can start putting it back together once the cap's finished up. And go. No. Hold on, let me get it.
So we're really excited about moving forward with this whole chassis and the exhaust and kind of all the components related to it. So with this exhaust system, where it's a Borla, the customer supplied the chassis from PB Fab. He had the exhaust system built and all the mufflers and everything was already there. So now it's just a matter of Alec playing with the jigsaw, trying to get everything to fit properly and make sure that it's going through the chassis and all the nooks and crannies where it needs to be.
The exhaust with this exhaust clamp in the middle, where it passes through this cross member. Just getting it all lined up with the mounting holes. What it was before.
Where's this exhaust going to dump out at?
Just right in front of the rear axle, it's just going to dump. So it's not going to go over anything. So when the air is all the way out, you don't want to have to deal with the exhaust getting in the way of anything. So it's just going to dump right here before the rear end.
We heard this thing before when it came in. It sounds awesome. We're super excited to get this exhaust system wrapped up. That way we can kind of move on to the next phase and just be done with this portion of it. So now that Alec is going through getting the exhaust kind of all situated, you're running into a few different things here. So one, you've got this really good looking exhaust. That's all, we polished it out, we've kind of brushed it, made it look really good. And the other is we have this powder coat that we do not want to chip or scratch. Obviously we do things in powder coat to kind of be resistant to that stuff, but when you got a stainless steel exhaust system going in and you got a lot of leverage and whatnot, you can do some damage to some of the painted and powder coated components. So Alec's got to be very careful with what he's doing and make sure that he gets it all the way through, be with some patience, and then just make sure that everything lines up so that we don't have any issues down the road.
The powder coat versus paint, the powder coat's just a lot stronger, so it's more resilient to rock chips and any chemicals or anything getting spilled on it. It just lasts a lot longer and doesn't get beat up as bad.
The rear end that the client brought to us in this truck it's a fantastic rear end. So it's a Moser, it's got everything it needs inside of it. Obviously the client supplied us with the LS3 for this one. And so this rear end, everything from start to finish, it's gonna be built out exactly how it needs to be. So the rear end is gonna handle all the power that the LS3 has to it. So now it's just a matter of going in and getting it situated on the frame exactly where it needs to be, making sure the suspension is all, dialed in that side of it. And so everything is gonna be awesome with it. So we're just excited to get the rear end all done and put a little bit of miles on it and make sure it's good and then change out the fluid one more time before we get it to the customer.
So you got the rear end put in it. Out with all of its link bars, and now I'm just hooking up the airbags and the rear shocks. And I'll adjust the panhard bar to get it centered inside the frame. Then we are waiting to get the drive shafts painted here this week, and those wheels get installed. And it's about back to being a roller.
putting in editing now.
Oh boy, you're gonna come so much with me. Not true. Did you get to look at my butt? This is a CPP front end, full air ride all the way around. About it.
You have a crew here with massive social anxiety, myself included.
You know, we in the industry really like to kind of use everything that's out there that's going to make our life easier. And so one of the things, as you can see on this exhaust, is it kind of has those, I guess you could say it looks like a slinky almost kind of situation going on in there. And what that is that's a flex point. And so that allows, as the engine is on, and say there's some torque and whatnot and it's moving, it's going to allow the exhaust to kind of shift right there and not screw anything up down the line with it. So there's a few options, you know, whether it's a flex joint like that or kind of a mesh style, but they are really good to have on your exhaust system just to make sure you've got that little bit of wiggle room.
Huh? What? Go?
Yeah.
Put the H pipe back in the exhaust, you got it all clamped down. And with this one, you can't get that H pipe in there with the transmission bolted in, so I had to loosen the transmission and lift it up. So now I'm just bolting the transmission mount back on, and then we should be fully secured.
You know, it may seem like a small component. I mean, it's big, but it's just a small aspect of the build. But the gas tank specifically on this one, you know, where it sits, dead direct center when you lift up that lift gate was very important to us to make sure that it fit properly. You know, we got the nice matte black finish onto it. We got the polished billet cover for the gas cap there. You know, we just wanted to make sure that all that was dialed in and looked really good. So when he goes to open up that lift gate, boom, it's right there. It's gonna look awesome and there's not gonna be any issues with it.